Welcome back. Let's pick up the warrior achievement, Shadowy Side Up. Summon 30 and then 60 dragons hatched from horrible eggs. Well, horrible eggs isn't its own card. Let me show you. So the Clutch of Corruption is a location with 2 durability for 2 mana. Choose a friendly dragon. Summon a 0/2 egg that hatches into a copy of it. So, certainly, we will need dragons. And the horrible egg is a 1 cost 0/2 with Death Rattle. Summon another card. The other card will be decided by what you use the location on. Now, as far as I've seen, there isn't another way to get horrible eggs at all. So, Scrapbooking Student Battlecry summon a copy of a friendly location that could get us more eggs. Brewmaster, ideally for the Scrapbooking Student, although, we shouldn't hold out too much hope because we do still have to survive long enough to make use of the eggs. Carnivorous Cubicle, and this we would be looking to destroy the eggs themselves to summon copies of that, and I believe the way Carnivorous Cubicle works is that the copy would summon the same dragon that the original egg that you destroyed, dude. So, beyond these cards, I'm going to need to fill myself up with dragons, and then ways to ensure that I can survive long enough to do the whole thing. So, let's get moving. Unsurprisingly, I went with a dragon package. I don't claim that this is the best dragon package ever, but I will go through my reasoning for cards as I come to them. So, Darkrider, it's not a dragon, but if you're holding a dragon, discover a dragon with a dark gift. That seems pretty good, and gives me access to any dragon that I might potentially need. Siphoning Growth, destroy a friendly minion to gain 8 armor. I think this is not a bad way to hatch my own egg if the enemy isn't doing it for me. Quality Assurance, draw 2 taunt minions. Now there aren't a whole lot of dragons with taunt, but we'll get to that. Succumb to Madness, discover a friendly dragon that died this game and resummon it. Could be a pretty big dragon for 3. Afflicted Devastator, deal 3 damage to all other friendly minions, and Death Rattle, deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. So not only is this just a good turn 4 play if you don't have much else on your board, but also, if you have a bunch of eggs lying around, you could hatch them all. This is one of the very few taunt dragons in my deck. Illusory Greenwing, taunt, and Death Rattle, shuffle 2 4/5 dragons with taunt into your deck. They are summoned withdrawn. So, the Quality Assurance will almost certainly get at least one of these, and then once of these have died, the Quality Assurance can get the others that got shuffled in, and those ones are summoned withdrawn. So there's draw and also mana discount built into that little combo. Couple of brawls. There may be situations where I have a bunch of eggs and they're not getting broken, so here we go. Hostile Invader, again, a potential way to break my own eggs. Chillmaw, the only other dragon with taunt that is in my deck, so Quality Assurance might get this one, but since the only other dragon is the Illusory Greenwing, a Quality Assurance will also get one of those. Naralex, to make my dragons cost 1. Ysondre, because of course if I'm running dragons, I'm going to want to make copies of this if I can, so this is a good target for either the Carnivorous Cubicle or the Succumb to Madness, if it comes to it. Draconic Delicacy, a 6/6 that can only take 1 damage at a time and is elusive, is just very powerful. And then, of course, Ysera. Assuming we survive, we will get to a point where, we want more mana than 10. So, with all that being said, and with keeping in mind that we want the focus to be on those clutches of corruption, let's see how this works.
Renathal versus Tyrande.
You give me strength.
There is a simplicity in inevitability.
It's kind of funny that I get all of this in my opening hand, but the Scrapbooking Student and even the Youthful Brewmaster, probably better to use those on the second clutch and just get this started to get some progress as early as you can.
Fine splendor.
Looks like we're going to 20 mana this game. Well, not that we'll survive long enough to get there, but...
What pretty petals!
I may as well put it out there.
Find me in the dream.
Honestly, if we're facing Dragon Priest, they're probably going to take their extra turn sooner than we want. So I'm just going to try to make progress on this as quickly as I can.
Once upon a time.
What pretty petals!
Actually, yeah, that gets us 2 taunts immediately.
A recurring dream.
All forms of life will be crushed.
Find me in the dream.
Planetary decimation. Ruination.
I would like to save this last one for a better dragon, if possible.
To feast.
Okay, I'm gonna start doing this. And a taunt on the other side.
Need help? Let's give you some extra time.
Find me in the dream.
What separates dream from madness?
A recurring dream.
Another realm awaits.
A recurring dream.
Starting the operation.
A recurring dream.
Unfortunately, don't have room for more right now, but it is what it is.
What pretty petals! One from many!
Behave, you rotten drake!
I think I'll just... do that.
I must act soon. Match you up. Starting the operation.
Do not confine yourself to minimal thinking.
Now, I am done making progress now. I don't have any more locations, and I don't have another way to get eggs to copy. But we'll see if I can win, and then we'll see how much progress I made.
It is finished. You win.
okay. I think 7 progress in one game is not bad. I think it's possible it could have gone better, but I think I was right that I would not have been able to wait for ideal conditions considering I was facing Dragon Priest. That being said, it might be correct to take one of the location copier cards out because they are 5 mana and they are about the most situational card in the deck. So it might be fine to only have one of them. But essentially we made all 4 progress from the 2 locations themselves, and then 3 extra from the Carnivorous Cubicle. And it's certainly not the most that could possibly be done, but I think it's a good start, and I think this is a decent deck. So, yeah, enjoy. Have a good one.